Today we're going to be making 3 amazing Christmas projects using completely free SVG files. If you guys did not know, we actually have a free resource section. So all you have to do is come right here where it says free designs. You can hover over that, individually pick those, or click it and it's going to take you to so many more designs. You can also find free fonts right here as well. So I'm going to show you guys 3 of these designs out of so many. Our very first project we're going to make is this Nana t-shirt. It is so cute. So it says, just call me Nana Claus. So we're going to be using this free SVG right here, and they're so easy to use. All you simply have to do is click download free now, and it's going to send it straight to your computer. That's it. You don't have to add it to the cart or anything like that. It is a completely free download. You don't have to be a member at all to use these free files. So we're going to use this one first. I've already cut everything out. I am using Caesar Sparkle. So it's absolutely amazing because it's glitter, but it doesn't have the texture. So if you guys have not tried Caesar Sparkle, you guys are missing out. Now, a question I get is, what's the difference between Caesar Sparkle and Caesar Twinkle? Twinkle is actually thicker. It almost feels like a raincoat to me. That's the way I always describe it. But I love Caesar Sparkle. It is absolutely gorgeous. So make sure y'all check it out. So we have that here. And then I have some simple black and white Caesar everyday iron, easy weed, if you will. So we're gonna go ahead and start with the Nana Claus here first. I've already removed any sort of moisture. I have my Cricut Easy Press set at 320 for 30 seconds. So let's go ahead and peel off these pieces right here. I've already got it placed where I want it to be. I am using a Bella Canvas t-shirt. Now we're just gonna go ahead and do a 2-second tack down at first. I'm just holding this here for a couple seconds. We're gonna move up and do the same. Whenever you're layering HTV, you don't wanna completely press the entire time at one time. You wanna do about a 2 to 5 second tack down, and this is going to allow you to, 1, not overheat your adhesive on the back side, and then it's also going to help prevent any sort of shrinking. So when you have a layer like this, you can actually shrink that HTV and then it wouldn't line back up together. All right, so now what I'm gonna do is just go ahead and peel very slowly and carefully because this is not 100% tacked down. Now, if you're notice when you're going to peel, you see how mine's trying to come up just a little bit. If it's too much, I'll go back and I'll actually heat it up again. There we have it. Now I'm gonna go ahead and keep this and set it aside because we'll place it right back on top. All right, so next I'm gonna be able to, I should be able to get both of these pieces at one time. All right, so we're gonna line this up just like so. Now, yes, this is white HTV, and so, but you can still see it pop off of that t-shirt, and I'm hoping you guys can see that. All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead and get this piece. I'm just trying to make sure. I may have to come over here and trim a little bit more just so I can get these at the same time. If you're able to get more than one piece down, definitely recommend doing it because you're going to have less presses and less heat on your HTV. So I try to press down as many as I can at one time. So we're gonna get that there. And now we can get this piece. You just wanna make sure that these are not overlapping at all, and they're not. We're gonna take that same piece we peeled off at first. You could also just take a piece of parchment to cover this. You want to protect your HTV that is now exposed. So we're gonna do that. And so I'm using my Cricut 9x9 today. So I'm gonna do the top half or the bottom half, and then I'll get the top half. So 320 for 30 seconds. And then, like I said, as soon as we're done with this, I'll get the top half. All right, so we're gonna move it up. I'm gonna try to avoid the pieces that I just got, and so I'm gonna try to just get that top part. All right, so we are about done here, so we're going to lift it up, and then we're gonna go ahead and peel. Just like that. All right, so we're gonna peel our very last, oh, hold on, let me do it this way. And just like that, we made a super cute t-shirt. This would be perfect to put with a pair of pajama pants. You know, usually you can grab those Old Navy, Five Below, lots of different places. So you could pair this with a really cute pair of plaid pajamas. Maybe you guys want to gift this to Nana this year, or maybe make it for yourself. But I think it came out so cute, and you guys can see that sparkle there. If you guys can see that, it is gorgeous. It gives you that glitter without giving you that texture, and then it's not heavy on the t-shirt because glitter HTV is quite thick and you can still move this around. Like, I really, really love this stuff. It is gorgeous. Now the red is obviously a little bit lighter than like a red Caesar glitter would really pop, but I still think it's so cute. This red here for the Caesar Sparkle is called Tomato. It is absolutely adorable, so make sure you guys check it out. For our next project, we are going to be sublimating an ornament using this design right here. So what's really sweet about this is you could put this design on the front and then you could personalize a name on the back, and that's what I'm going to show you guys today. So I'm even going to use a different little shape here, so you don't have to stick with a circle. You could definitely venture out. There's all sorts of fun shapes whenever it comes to these sublimation ornaments. So we're going to be using this one right here. So when you do the front and the back, you have to press the front first and then do the back, or vice versa. You can't sublimate those both at the same time. So I brought this into Canva, sized it out, and then personalized the name. I just did Paige here. So I've got my Cricut Easy Press. We're going to bump this guy up to 400 degrees for 60 seconds. So what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and prep this. We're going to just put one design at a time. So I'm going to go ahead and trim this down just a little bit more so I can see where I'm going with my design. And I can actually flip it over this way, so that way I can see where I'm getting this down on my ornament here. So I'm just gonna get that down somewhere about like that. And then we're gonna add some tape. So we're just gonna get me 2 pieces of tape here, just like that. And we're just gonna tape it. I'm just gonna tape it down to my parchment kind of here. We'll move that out of the way. I've created like a taco here with my parchment paper, so I just folded it in half. So that way I'm protecting my Cricut pad here, and then we're obviously going to be protecting our press, and it's ready to go. So we are going to get this right in the center and press 400 degrees for 60 seconds. All right, so we are down to 1 second. We're going to carefully lift it so that way we don't shift anything. I'm gonna get my heat gloves because this is going to be hot. So I'm gonna go ahead and get these on. We're gonna go ahead and peel. And there you guys have it. How adorable is that? I really love this shape. I think it kind of spruces it up just a little bit, but definitely feel free to use the round ones as well. And like I said, there is a ton of sublimation ornaments out there on the market. There's even these round clear balls that have the circle middle piece that you can do too. It's so cool. All right, so now let's get ready to do the other side. So we're gonna flip this guy over. We are going to tape down. I'm going to take off my gloves for a second because I think we'll be okay. We are gonna go ahead and tape down our next piece here. So I'm gonna get it right there in the middle. And then we're gonna go ahead and carefully tape this down. There we go. Perfect. We're gonna close it over and we're gonna press again another 60 seconds. All right, so we are down to our last second there. We're gonna lift it up, get our gloves again, and then we are going to check out our name and then add a little string on the top. I was just gonna say the back, obviously the top. All right, so we're gonna flip this over and peel. There we have it. Oh my gosh, I love it. So cute. So you guys can see that there. I really, really love the way that that came out. Just so simple, so sweet, so precious. This is a great item to throw in your shop to be able to sell and customize this season. One thing that's awesome about stuff like this with sublimation, say for example, when they have like mistletoe market and things like that to where people come and purchase things, what do you call it? Like a little, it's almost like how a flea market's set up. They have the little shops. You could actually have your little table set up. You're able to do these things on the spot, personalize them, and you could turn around and sell these for like 10 bucks. And these ornaments are so cheap and so affordable. So it's a great item to sell or gift for somebody or even make for yourself. So I love the way this one came out. So let's go ahead and add on that ribbon. All right, so I'm just gonna use a little bit of twine here. Feel free to use whatever you have. So we're just gonna go ahead and take this string here and run it through. You can add, you know, spruce it up with some really fancy ribbon, whatever you would like. A lot of these ornaments come with string, and I'm sure this one did at one point in time, but I've already lost it amongst my stash of ornaments there. So I'm gonna go ahead and just cut that, and there you have it. Perfectly ready to go to add on to the Christmas tree. But like I said, this is just so sweet and so precious to gift to somebody that just had a baby this year. It is just so, so cute. So let's go ahead and move on to project number 3. I am so excited for our next project here. I found these really cute wine bags at the Dollar Tree. So they come like this. They're like this little Santa stocking thing here. So I'm actually going to be applying HTV to the back side. Now the thing about this is there's several spots here that prevent you from wanting to apply HTV because of the difference in pieces that's going to throw off when you go to press this, or pressure and all of that, right? But it has a belt on here. You could cut the belt off right here and you could hot glue it back. So lots of options there. But I'm actually going to be using a pressing pillow today. So I'm going to show you guys using a pressing pillow, and then I'm just going to use my small little mini easy press here. So I've got it on number 2. It just turned green because I'm just using Caesar's Easy Weed here. I took this design right here. So if you guys actually look at it, we're using this one here. This is an entire bundle for free of wine bags. So if you are looking to gift somebody, like I said, whether it's at the office, mom, dad, grandma, friend, whoever it is, maybe you're doing Dirty Santa, this would be great to create and customize your own bag. So you can definitely just get little burlap sacks like this. You could get them like 10 or 20 packs, super duper cheap on Amazon, but I've really been enjoying finding little bags like this and then applying HTV. For example, this is one of the ones that we have done. So we actually showed this in another video tutorial, and we actually did an Instagram, TikTok reel for this. But this was one that I actually found at TJ Maxx, and it just had the gnome on it. And then I applied the HTV, so as you guys can see that there. So you can find whatever you would like and just spruce it up. So like I said, the ones that you can see, like even on Amazon, I think you can even find them at Walmart and places like that. They would be plain like this. You could definitely do those. So as you can see from the design right here, there is color. So it was red, green, and black, but I just welded it all together and cut it out in one piece. All right, so let's go and take this thing apart. I wanted to show you guys it's so precious, and I'll show you in a minute. It comes with a little Santa cap to go on top of the bottle. Once again, these are from the Dollar Tree, and it already comes with a cute little tag too. So if you're wanting to be careful, you could always leave those pieces in place because, like I said, we're using a pressing pillow. But for me, I'm gonna go ahead and remove it because I'm gonna show you the whole kit and caboodle. You could save this guy because you could definitely take some vinyl, cut it out, or take a pen, write on that, and still use that as well. So now that I've got all those removed, like I said, we're going to be applying this on the back. So we've got even this bow in our way and all of that. So we are going to take a pressing pillow. You could take like a hand towel, something that you could fold up and get this nice and smooth and flat. You could cut the belt off. The reason why I'm using the mini iron instead of the big one is I'm going to carefully move that belt out of my way while I'm working and use that mini one. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and just fold this guy. I'm going to start by folding it in half and just getting it right inside. All right, so you can see that there. So I'm just gonna move everything around, flatten it out. And now I am perfectly smooth, so I don't have any sort of little bumps or bows or anything like that in my way. So we are good to go. So what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna go ahead and take this design. I'll kind of fold it just a little bit. That way I can kind of get it under here as well. And then I'll start to fold this guy out and figure out where I want it to go. So I'm going to move it up a little bit because once we have this in here, you have to think about the bottom. So part of that bottom is gonna lay flat. So I want it as high as I possibly can get it. All right, and this one's so cute because it says this wine pairs well with difficult relatives. So cute. This also would have been much cuter, like looking back now, I should have done this in white and it would have popped so much better. So there's a tip right away. All right, so what we're gonna do now is I'm actually gonna turn it this way just so I can work. So I've got it on number 2, and I'm just gonna go ahead and hit go. I'm gonna go ahead and just go all the way across. So you wanna be nice and slow and work your way. If you're worried about melting anything or distorting anything, you could cover this with a piece of parchment paper as well. You just want to make sure you're using constant motion. Don't just let this sit there. That's where you can end up with, you can see the marks of the iron, and then you can also melt your materials. So I'm just going to continue to move this around. So as you guys can see, I'm just holding this belt out of my way, and I'll come back the other way too, just so I can kind of get underneath there and get the HTV that's there as well. Flip it around, and we're gonna work from this side. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and test it really quickly. I'm gonna work from the side that I was working on first, and I'm gonna go ahead and start to peel. If anything's coming back up with me, I'll go back and apply some more heat. So far it looks like everything went down very nicely. So I'm gonna go ahead and peel from this side. Fold it in half and roll it out. So as you guys can see, that came out so nice. And yes, you've got the belt blocking a little spot here and there, but you can move your pieces. It is just so precious. I love this. I think it is so stinking cute. There's so many things too, like maybe you want to take one of our free fonts and maybe personalize somebody's name going down the side. That would be really cute too. Or maybe even personalize them to top, adding their name up there at the top. So many different ideas to do with this guy. So now I'm gonna go ahead and remove this. I've got some sparkling Welch's White Grapes because my daughter loves this. This is not really wine, but my daughter has always loved this. So I'm gonna go ahead and just pop this guy down inside, just like so. All right. And so hopefully you guys can see this here. How adorable is that? I love it. It is so stinking cute. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and bring this guy over here so we can see. And then we're just gonna place that little hat right on top. Is that not the cutest thing you've ever seen? So you can take and maybe kind of scrunch this down just a little bit more so you can see that a little bit better. You could always take a little string too and kind of tie that off. Lots of options, but I think that's so adorable. Or even place this guy on its own. But as you guys can see here, I'll kind of flip it around. You guys could also just kind of have it in this direction here so you guys can really see the design. But I absolutely love the way that this came out. Love, love, love this project. You guys let me know down below if you're going to be recreating any of these. Make sure you guys go snag these designs because they are completely free, as well as so many more, including those fonts like I said. Hope you guys have enjoyed this. If you did, please hit the like button down below and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one.